Hello, this is Nicholas at 40 Kingsknowe. Going to detail the project that needs to be done here. So just going to pan around here. This fence is going to be come down. A fence needs to go in that area. There is a 2 foot to 2.5 foot grade difference. That fence has to come down, and there is about a 3 foot grade difference. There is a retaining wall. That retaining wall will stay. This plant box will have to come down. So anyway, so this let's start in sections. So this piece here, there's about an 8-inch difference on the grade, which is already has a park wall underneath. This will come up, and these fence posts have to come out, and we have to put in new ones. The new fence posts are going to be narrower in width apart, so the locations of these fence posts will not work, so we're going to need new ones, which is fine. I'll just move the coping over and move the stones underneath. Go over to this section here. This section, there is a great difference. The fence line is these stakes, so that is where the property line is. So this will all be ripped out, about 8 to 12 inches behind the fence line will be dug out. So this all has to be ripped out. The plant box is ripped out. All of that has to be ripped out. This section that's here will be removed completely and cut back up until about that marker, which means that this patio will stretch out to here. The remaining back, it'll all be removed and put back as a planter's box from here, there, a new one using park wall stone coping on top. We may or may not need a stone or two in the back here. This wall that's here, it will be rebuilt in stone, and it'll be about 8 inches higher. It'll be about the height of one extra railway tie, which is like the one that you see there. So that will be removed. This section will be removed and rebuilt. This section will remain because this retaining wall has the support beams that run along the back, and they're anchored down into the next door neighbor's property. This section of fence will be removed. This brown fence that you see here will be the height of the new fence. This is just mocked in. It's not dug in at all. It's just standing there just for height. The bottom of the fence will be the line that we will continue to here. There's a little mark here. And that height will continue in this direction. In this direction, it'll step up one fence panel. On this side, so this will go here because they're horizontal fences. It'll go straight to here, to that marker. And then it will run in this direction, level, until about this point, level. Then it'll step down one fence panel and keep going across. Okay, back to here. This section here, these fence panels will be removed. These trees are being cut down. And then the fence will continue. The new fence, which is like this brown fence, will continue all the way along here. Fence trees being removed will go to about that corner, give or take a little bit of a difference. This fence can be removed. You can see the line here. On this side here, that fence panel again is being removed, replaced with that, up until about the point of that black gate that you see right there. That other section will be removed, but we're planning on doing that in the spring, so we are going to stop right here. This downspout is a major water issue for this retaining wall, so we're going to speak with the neighbors about putting a French drain right here, burying this pipe underneath these pavers to the French drain, putting weeping tile here adjacent to the new fence with a weeping drain to the French drain. Okay, this gate here will come out, and there's going to be a gate that goes right here. There's also going to be a new gate that goes right in that section, and that will end this section of work at this time. So again, back here we work. Here, around here, there will likely be a step down as this fence panel goes down one level because of the grade difference. This water spout, again, collecting a lot of water. There's an above ground extension here that will dig into the ground. We'll trench that in, and we will put a French drain right around this spot right here, which will drain the water all on the ground to the French drain. And we will put adjacent to, behind and supporting this the retaining wall and the fence line, it's going to be a retaining wall and the fence, will be a weeping towel going to this French drain. The fence and the retaining wall about 2 feet, continues here. We have to straddle posts around this root as opposed to digging it out and causing a nightmare. We're going to put a post either on one end and or the other, depending how the distance lines up with the panels here. And then the fence will continue. We'll go back to that. This fence that's here will line up, should be lining up with a post here. Unfortunately, because of this post, it won't do that. So this panel will continue like without any breaks. There may be a break right here to be able to get a new post here, and therefore leaving this stump, which will leave a bit of a gap here, which is fine because there's a massive hedge. There's this barbecue pit area, so it won't be a big deal if the new fence goes to here and ends off here. There already is a gap from the previous fence, so it's not a big deal, and the hedge is there. On this side here, the fence will continue. We may have to remove some of this hedge and then this, the way the property line fits here, the fence can go immediately in front of this fence. This fence is actually acting as a bit of a retainer for the soil there, so that's good. The fence will continue here. This section of fence will be removed. This section and that post and the fence behind will remain. This fence goes out. A new fence will have to go in. Now it's bowed around this post, so we have to find the straightest line possible between here and there. Whatever is a straight line is a straight line. We go to there, and then we go over to this side here, and over to this post. This fence will be removed. This fence will be removed. Again, a straight fence will go here. Straight fence. This being removed. This section will be removed. There will be a double gate that will go right here. There's a double gate that goes here. This fence being removed, this fence will stay. Now, depending on how this gate fits here, this post that's right here may or may not be removed. So this maybe have to cut out, put the new fence, and then replace this piece. Not sure. It all depends on how that lines up. So that's it. So new fence, straddle the stump, two-foot retaining wall made with park wall. Cut back the box, 2-foot retaining wall for the planter's box, 2-foot retaining wall to there, 2 foot or 2.5 feet retaining wall, 2.5 feet to there. That retaining wall stays. We had one timber to the top to line up with the bottom of the new fence. Fence continues down the side. That fence comes out. We put a new fence there and a new fence there, and that's it. That's the project.